Tom, how are you, sir? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's nice to talk to you. I like your show. You're a pretty common guy. The problem
Thanks.
is that these people, and you can call it the deep state, global cabal, whatever, and they're all over the world. They want to take down America. They want to take down Trump, and they'll do anything. They'll do anything to get it done. They'll use this pandemic in which they're using. They don't want this country opened up because they want to bring it down. That's what they're about, and they want to rebuild it their way. I know it sounds dark and conspiratorial, but just look what
No,
they
but
did to
but
Flynn.
it
Was
feels
that
right.
not
Look
conspiracy?
what they did to Flynn. Tom, it's like they set their sights on Flynn and on the Trump administration. It's not. I don't think it's conspiratorial. We're reading it now in real time, right? I mean,
Yes, we are.
these documents are being revealed. They ended the investigation into this guy. And more important, how many nights did we have to hear? How many days did we hear that the Trump campaign colluded with the Russians to rig the election?
Yes,
The-
absolutely. God bless you, Mike.
All right,
Go
Tom,
get
and
'em.
thank you so much. I appreciate your input very much. Good to hear from you. One open line, 800-655 Mike. Sally, there you are. You're back, and you were going to say something about the deep state, right, Sally?
I'm back. Yes, I was
Yes,
going
ma'am.
to say something about the deep state. I'm
Good.
telling you what, these people make me sick on my stomach. I call them all the time. I call Pelosi, Schiff, Nadler. I leave a message for them. I'm not even respectful anymore because they don't deserve any respect. They're disgusting. And I hope that General Flynn, he's got a great attorney. I hope he takes these people to the cleaners. I hope he gets everything he spent and even more. I'd love to see him go after them civilly, and I'd like to see them all do the perp walk and end up in jail. But
Well, they're already in hysterics. I mean, from Jerry Nadler to the mainstream media, they're screeching about how the Justice Department has been politicized. They're realizing that a few months before the election, the Russia collusion hoax has been exposed. They're realizing it. The president talked about it yesterday. The president was understand, Mike Flynn did plead guilty to lying about this conversation with the Russian ambassador. And as it turns out, they were squeezing him so hard, and they set him up with a perjury trap. The FBI went to talk to him. They advised against counsel. They advised against him telling the White House officials, which he should have done. He didn't think there was anything wrong. They sit down with him. They caught him in. It was called a perjury trap. They caught him in a lie. They were going to use the Logan Act that had never been enforced in hundreds. I mean, this craziness in order to, and they wrote in their notes. Now, what's the goal here? We're going to try to get him to lie. We try to get him fired, or maybe tell the truth. I mean, it was insane. And the president yesterday, I mean, his point about Michael Flynn in calling him an innocent man and a great gentleman. And Pavs, let's play cut 2. Let me play because there were Pulitzer Prizes awarded to so-called journalists who covered the Russia collusion narrative. And it was a hoax. President addressed that yesterday.
The media is totally guilty. And all of those writers and so-called journalists, they're not journalists, they're thieves. All of those journalists that received a Pulitzer Prize should be forced to give those Pulitzer Prizes back because they were all wrong. There was because if you saw today, more documents came out saying there was absolutely no collusion with Russia.
This is unbelievable. You can't, it's almost like the Democrats are self-sabotaging everything, and the left and the media on purpose. I think I saw somebody last night on Fox News point out that Ilhan Omar, that kooky congresswoman, tweeted something out about Mike Flynn was exonerated because of white privilege. It's a racial thing to her. And I was Tucker, I think, who pointed out she's like a caricature of a crazy, comical, cartoon character progressive. It's what they would do if they were making fun of themselves. White privilege is why Michael Flynn got exonerated because they've been investigating the investigators. And guess what? They're running for the hills right now. They're scared to death. They're sweating bullets. Comey's tweeting out pictures of roses on his Twitter account, and the lilies blossoming or whatever. He's like gone round the bend. And yesterday he sent out a secret message on Twitter. You talk about why we get this conspiratorial belief or fear about what these deep state actors are all about. How about Comey's tweet yesterday, which was like something out of a movie? It's like if you were interpreting this as Comey sending almost by code a message to the deep state players who are still in the Justice Department, I think you'd be right. Listen to Comey's tweet. Now, he's been tweeting roses in the garden and all this weird stuff. After Flynn, it was revealed yesterday, these charges are going to be, this investigation is going to end. And they're gonna end this. The Department of Justice is dropping the case against Mike Flynn. Comey tweeted, and I quote, "The Department of Justice has lost its way, but career people, please stay because America needs you. The country is hungry for honest, competent leadership," said the disgraced, fired FBI director. Does that not sound like a message to fellow deep state players? Stay put. We need you now. Don't go anywhere. You can't make this stuff up.